What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about the crypto news. There is a big expectation of some seriously bullish stuff coming out of the Bitcoin conference. We tend to expect that anyway. It's a Bitcoin conference, so it should be bullish. But the markets appear to be setting up for something, for a big news story. And we think that's going to arrive on Thursday, so let's get into it. Before I do, as always, update the spreadsheet, just the first 26 coins I held and the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. Had you invested $100 into each of these when I release videos, you were still holding that crypto, you'd be in profit for over 48 grand. These are not the coins I hold anymore. If you want to see the coins I hold, check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share everything I buy, everything I sell, how I'm perceiving the market on any given day, and how I'm preparing my portfolio in case things turn either very, very bullish or very, very bearish. One thing I reiterate consistently is build your list of coins that you're excited about long term, because a bear cycle will kick in, and a bear cycle in crypto is not like a bear cycle in traditional financial markets. These coins will retrace 60, 70, 80%, and you'll get in bargain-based prices. And if they're hitting their targets, you're still bullish long term, you might find a coin that does a 40x, 50x, 100x. That's what I said when I picked out Phantom as the best investment of the year. That's still up 295 times. I've got my list. I've been working on it for a few years. When the bear cycle kicks in and the retracements happen, I'll be picking out the coins that I think can really rally well and make those huge 50 to 100x gains, and be sharing them with Copy My Crypto members. So if you want to be a part of it, click the link in the description and check it out. Right. So there's been a few things. Glassnode have reported effectively bullish sentiment. It appears that there's a strong demand coming in from institutional investors. Obviously, last month, or last week, Bitcoin broke out nicely above the sort of 42 to 45k trading channel and is now holding support above 45k. Institutional capital has flowed into crypto despite the fragile macro environment. Swiss block, their altcoin cycle signal shifts to an altcoin regime. All of these things are very, very important. So Bitcoin decoupled from equities and made its way steadily towards 47k. It's sort of lost that ground, but it is holding between 45 and 47 pretty well. And towards the end of the week, safe havens reverted as equities logged the first losing quarter in 2 years. When we look at Bitcoin, the pronounced drop subsided and the price held at around 45k. So we're keeping an eye on that 45 to 48k range. There is massive resistance at 48k. So we'll see if it can break through. And I would expect that we will, to be honest, because we know there's an assumption about Thursday. So I will talk about that shortly. Obviously, we've got to remain cautious. There's a lot of variables in the market at the moment. You've got insane inflation, rising interest rates. We've got a conflict in another country. We've got tapering. All of these things factor in. But we saw significant institutional inflows from Grayscale Bitcoin Trust and Purpose Bitcoin ETF. So again, very, very positive. The potential of a sizable crypto-wide move forthcoming since bullish sentiment spread to other assets is rising. And that is the excitement. So bear that in mind, along with a report from CoinShares that this was the second week in a row of inflows. Really positive inflows as well. You know, the last 2 weeks, we've seen some of the biggest inflows in a while. You know, we saw very good inflows on 4 different occasions last year. And since then, not really, it's been pretty bad. In fact, there's been a lot of outflows as well. But the inflows in the past 2 weeks have been very, very positive. In terms of a regional divide, 99% of inflows derive from Europe, while the Americas remain hesitant, seeing only about 1.7 million of inflows. Now, We also saw inflows for Solana and Cardano, which looked very, very positive. And fundamentally, what we're seeing is the biggest rise in inflows in a significant amount of time. Solana is now the third best performing in terms of inflows. Obviously, Bitcoin number one, Ethereum number two. And fundamentally, things are beginning to look more and more positive. We are seeing institutional inflow, we're seeing inflow, retail inflow, while the prices are currently in consolidation mode between 45 and 47. The inflows are occurring, and the inflows bode well because that's usually in anticipation of an event. And obviously, the Bitcoin conference is going on. Now, with the Bitcoin conference, guys, it's all bullish ideology around Bitcoin, right? So bear that in mind. However, there is in particular one piece of news that could come out Thursday afternoon, evening, depending on where you're located, which is that we could see a partnership between Strike and Apple. Now, that would be Apple's real foray into crypto. While it wouldn't be direct, it would be as close as it'd be the best they've done so far. Because Strike is so Bitcoin heavy. And we know from a Bloomberg report that Apple have been looking at readjusting or altering the potential for payment services. And Bitcoin as an alternative, or crypto as an alternative in general, very, very positive. Bear in mind, that coincides with recent announcements from the UK government that they believe stablecoins offer a sound payment tool and a payment service. So Apple, we're going to get into it. We've had Apple rumors for years in crypto, particularly the last 2 years. They've been really common, and they've never amounted to anything. But there is very much an expectation that the CEO Jack Mallers of Strike is going to announce a partnership. Is going to announce that Apple are effectively stepping into crypto. That in and of itself would be exceptionally bullish, and I believe his announcement itself would constitute enough of a catalyst to see the market rally. And I could see that Thursday we could see Bitcoin break above 48 and really start tackling higher levels. This, when you combine it with recent news of the UK and how they want to be a crypto hub and think crypto is a valid payment solution, when you factor in the inflows for the last 2 weeks have been the best 2 inflows we've seen in about 6 months, bar the sort of 4 good inflows that we saw last year. When you factor in that institutions have had inflows coming in, it all seems to be leading to the same direction, which is that there's an announcement coming that's going to be a market mover. There's going to be an announcement coming in this Bitcoin conference that's going to be such a positive catalyst for the market. And we know 48k is a key level. So a break above 48k, all of a sudden, the crypto market is looking very, very bullish. Bitcoin breaking above that, we would probably see it trying to tackle 50k Thursday night, maybe Friday, or over the weekend. But a break above 48 would be massive. And it would certainly be a catalyst for the rest of the altcoins as well. And while Bitcoin is in consolidation pattern between 45 and 47, with all the other factors, with all the other data that is coinciding, there's either an expectation, and that could be insider knowledge, or there is a belief that this rumor is true, and we are going to see a significant announcement from one of the biggest companies in the world, a company whose market cap is equivalent to the entire crypto industry. Apple is $2 trillion. And if they were to go in on crypto and offer it as potentially an alternative payment solution or as an investment that they're making, we are going to see a fear and greed X that moves bullish. We're going to see greed and moves towards greed. And we are going to see a market that starts rallying. And things generally looking pretty damn positive in that regard. Hopefully we're not being trolled by Jack Mailer, but if we're not, things are looking really positive. Do you guys believe Apple are going to get in? That's the first question. Do you believe they're going to get in? Let's say, do you believe there's going to be an announcement about Apple this Thursday? Next question, if not, when? Because I think it's not an if situation with Apple, it's a when. So if you don't think it's going to happen this week, when do you think it's going to happen? If it does happen, if the rumors are right, the whispers are right, we're about to see a huge announcement. How do you think it's going to impact the market? Do you think this is going to be a buy the news event? Because when we look at the fact that this rumor has been circulating for about a week, and we've not really seen a buy the rumor sort of spike, do you think that the announcement of its in and of itself is going to be a buy the news moment? Let me know in the comments. And guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you know when I'm putting out new videos. And if you are in crypto and you've been in a while, or you're new and you're not happy with how you're seeing the markets, how you're viewing the charts, or the balance of your portfolio, you can come see what I'm doing at Copy My Crypto. It's where I share every coin I buy, every coin I sell, how I'm perceiving the markets, my expectations on any given day. And yeah, guys, the key thing, if you're staying in this crypto space, is start building the list of coins you're excited about. I've been doing it for years. I can't wait to share that when a bear cycle kicks in, because the bear cycle is the best time to invest, because that's where you make the gains. Anyway, that's it from me. Take it easy. Bye-bye.